What's up, guys? It's your girl, Angel Marie. Make sure you tune in this Wednesday at 7 p.m. on PHL Radio, where we have special guests, the co-founders of Black in Touch, Nee and Deanna, music artist King Grum, fitness trainer and entrepreneur Jerica Jones, the CEO and founder of I Love Thy Hood, Matthew George, in the building on
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Oh yeah.
Bam, sexy voice.
It was this January 17th, on that Sunday before Martin Luther King Day, we had our first cleanup, and it was in the Germantown section, and I bought 60 pairs of gloves. We ran out, so there was
a good problem to have.
Yeah, there was more than 60 people there who came out from all across the city.
Wow.
I even had people come from New Jersey and New York. So the fact that all of these people came out, that was a blessing in itself. Mm-hmm. But what we were able to do was clean the major business district of Germantown, which is around Shelton Ave, and we went along Green Street, Germantown Ave, and Wayne Ave. And afterwards, the streets were spotless. And I have never seen the streets like that. And all the store owners were coming up to us, congratulating us, because they never seen it. They've been there for 20 plus years and haven't seen their own sidewalks and streets that clean. So
that is crazy to think about.
Yeah, and really it was a beautiful thing. I even connected with a store owner that I've connected with before, but wasn't really on the same page. And she saw what we were doing, and now she has a trash can.
Look at that.
And just the fact that people were seeing other people cleaning up, it causes a chain reaction. And that's basically my motive, is to just go out there and do it. And even when I'm changing my trash cans, the best thing I could hear is some little kid coming up to me saying, "What are you doing?" And I get a chance to tell them about what I'm doing. So that was a beautiful thing to happen for kids and adults to get together, all shades of race and ethnicities, and to really just solve one problem. So
love to see it.
Yeah, that's something that we will continue. So I'll definitely give y'all alert.
Yes,
on the
let
next
us know.
one.
We'll share it.
Definitely.
We featured a lot of Philly-based products, right? But as time went on, so in October, we started working with a company from the UK. We worked with a company from Jamaica. We worked from a bunch of black people from different places. And
January, we just had a couple big ones. We had,
Just
water in the box, because it was health and wellness. So we had Just Water. We had vitamins from, I believe, Pro Black Health is the name of the business. They have like vitamins. So we had vitamins for men and women that you can buy. We also had
that was by a black-owned doctor too, a black doctor, a black woman doctor. Yes.
Resistance bands from a company called Finesse, and so you got a 5-pack of resistance bands that vary then size and the way you can use them. And we also had some journals from
She's from
black
LA.
business, so that you can like plan out your day, write out your week. It was just really a kit to kind of get that new year up and running. So we tried to make it as health and wellness as possible.
And as far as products that we want to work with, like, it's crazy because initially, going back to our process, we were sending proposals. The proposals weren't as detailed as they should be, so people weren't really getting them. So like, we really went back, redeveloped our process, redeveloped everything, and now it's like we're getting answers from a lot of people, to the point that we got a yes list of people that we potentially want to work with once the theme fits their product. So like, it's just been taking off. So as far as people that we want to work with, I feel like we are working with everybody we want to work with, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a matter of us running into other black people. Like, it's nobody in particular, it's just all black people.
Skins is a bit different. Skins is like a project with my girl, and our whole objective was just to have fun. Like, now there are messages in there, like the song All Right is out now. That's kind of like just hanging in there and enjoying life, and understanding that even though it might be rough now, it'll get better. But most of my music as Kingrum is geared towards, I guess, black liberation in a way. Like, honestly, it's black liberation. It's all about black empowerment and understanding the struggle that black people have gone through, the history of what we've gone through, and helping in various ways to, bring consciousness to that effect in that arena. So that's really kind of what my music speaks to, but I want to do it in a way that's not overbearing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want, I don't want my music to be preachy. And I know when you say that, it sounds not fun. I always want my music to be fun, because to me, music should be, if you can't rock with it in your car, just rolling down the street and feel cool, then why are you listening to it? Like,
exactly.
If you wanted to just learn a whole bunch of facts, you could listen to a podcast, watch a documentary, or, read books. But I try to, in the fun, sneak in that message and let you say, like, oh, maybe that's what he's talking about. So that's really the vibe I was going for with my music.
Straightforward. I didn't know if I wanted to do gains with an S in motivation, but it just didn't flow to me. So it just was basically gain and motivation.
Yes, sweet, short and simple.
Right to the point. And it could be anything. It's not just fitness and like in the fitness field. Like gaining motivation could be anything. You could gain the motivation to go for that job that you want to do, or start that business that you want to start. It's not just email. You could do sales at Gaining Motivation. You could do jarkajones1@gmail.com. You could DM the business page, which is gain_and_motivation, or J_O_Jones, and we'll figure out scheduling and pricing, and if you want to do in-house in the gym, Zoom. We have everything covered.
Connected with the kids, man. I've done a few. I would say just panels with different schools. I went up to West Catholic, and I just did one with Wissahickon Charter.
Okay.
And that one was on Zoom, so we were Zooming with like 400 kids.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool that I was able to still be face to face with them, even in the climate that we're in. And also with the kids at the soccer team, and really just sharing the message of loving your neighborhood, loving your community. And really I wanted to instill that in these kids, because those are the people that are going to change the world for tomorrow.
Yes.
Like we got our chance right now. And the people older than us, they're already stuck in their ways. We need to instill these values in our youth. So like I said, the best thing that I can hear is a kid asking me what I'm doing while I'm changing out that trash can.
Yep.
And I get to explain why I'm doing this. And no, I'm not getting paid.
We're growing and we're learning as we're growing. So the process has changed. And let's just say that. And initially, we jumped into it. I think we started talking about it in June, and then our first box came out in August.
Oh wow!
So we just went head in and didn't even really know what we wanted to do, because initially we just were giving any product, and people were like, "Well, what we getting?" And that became a thing. So then we had to go back to the drawing board. Wait, yeah, that don't make sense. So it's been a lot of refiguring it out. But now we try to dedicate ourselves to the theme, so that way at least it gives you that idea of the things you're getting. Because we're not necessarily telling you the product that you're getting, but you do know the brand that you're working with. So if you go to their page or if you go to their website, you can see the type of things that they offer to get an idea of what may be coming. And so now with the theme, it's we can play off of that. So once we then decide on the theme, we can think what products fit that theme. We get on the hunt to reach out to businesses. When I say we send in proposal after proposal after proposal, yes, we get some no's, but when we get a yes, it's all right, we in. We got, and that's really the process until we get the businesses we need for that month. Once we do, we start thinking about marketing. Okay, what we posting, what do we want to, make as far as reels or videos and, all the things like that. And then constantly just thinking all right, how we can get more sales, how we can make our business bigger, how we can get this over to more people. Because we always say the idea is golden, but we just have to reach all of the audience members that we're trying to get to, who are on this same mission and, really understand what we're trying to, build and create. So
it's a perfect example of what I was talking about in terms of musical history. In America, so long, black people have created rock, blues, jazz, and those spaces we don't really own anymore. and I'm watching it happen with hip hop, right? Like, we created hip hop. There's documentation that we created. We lived it. And if you look at the top 20 hits, it's getting less and less black. We are losing. We don't own any of the music just because of the structure of ownership of intellectual property in this country. So my idea with the Juice Ain't Free is that we have to stop selling or giving away our creations, and we have to take ownership of what, you know, we make and what we create, and really own our culture. So that's really the idea behind the Juice Ain't Free. And hopefully, you know, it's fun.
I like HIIT cardio. HIIT cardio is high intense cardio with short breaks. Short breaks. Me personally, I lift weights. I'm a heavy lifter. That's how I got the bottom half that I have now, because I did not have it. People need to know that if you lift weights, you will not get bulky. Like, it will give you the curves that you're looking for. The glute is actually one of the strongest muscles in the body. And yeah, you could grow that thing as big as you want. You ain't got to pay for it. Just go to the gym and just grow. Core a lot, because you train core. You want that snatch waist.
I know that's
You want
right.
the snatch waist. Like, of course, the bottom half is popping, but the waist go right along with it. So I train core on a regular. Like, it's hard, and I want to give up, and I hate doing core. But as you can see, it's really working in my favor, because who could really pull herself up with a visible rope?
Not me.
Yeah. So, like, that's all core muscle right there. So I train core just as much as I train
I
glute.
like clothes and art and fashion and all that stuff. So I just wanted to put a brand to the name. So on there, you can, same site, we got a shop on ilovethyhood.org that you can go visit. We have hoodies, we have masks, we have even posters, and I didn't bring it in today, but we just made some skateboards.
Oh,
So,
excuse me.
so really, I want to give back to the youth. So I even partner with a youth soccer program in Philadelphia that it's Coach Carter, and he runs the football academy, and he's basically just trying to get inner city kids to play soccer, and he doesn't charge them.
Wow.
So I connected with him. I sponsored their jerseys, and these kids are elite. But things like that, as such as sports, it creates avenues in these kids' lives. So the same thing with skateboarding. That was an avenue that I had when I was growing up, and a dream of mine was to make my own skateboard. And I don't really have a purpose to make one, except for that I want a young black kid to skate on a skateboard made by another black kid.
The process initially, the question, what am I going to get, was the main question that we had. And it was like, well, y'all, we got to figure out a way that people can understand, you know, what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like, oh, just any black businesses. I understand that, because as a consumer, don't get me wrong, I want to support black businesses, but I'm going to support the ones that I am interested in. I'm not going to just get a random box of random products. So it was like, okay, let's get to this point where it's like, okay, we got to let people know at least an idea of what they're getting. And that was really the main obstacle that we had to overcome. But everything else is a day by day. If you're an entrepreneur, you understand. Like,
Yep.
I think
making sure the orders are processed, making sure that making sure you following up with emails, making sure
She's
the
a
regular,
child.
girl, the regular.
And I think it taught us a lot of, you know, patience with ourselves and patience with, you know, the other black businesses, because I feel like we kind of see it from two ends, from being like the consumer, and, you know, we're also selling because we're trying to buy the products from the small businesses. So, you know, that's the thing in itself. And then we're also on the back end trying to sell the boxes to our, you know, subscribers and people that's interested. So, you know, just being patient. And I feel like, you know, understanding like black businesses or any business itself, it takes, you know, a lot to run it. And so just being patient on the back end, and just not being quick to like feel negative about it or about what's going on, and just understanding like, okay, this could be going on, or just giving them time, or even back to the basic of just basic knowledge, and not just being, you know, assuming that everybody just knows this already, or we should already know that this is how you do things, and really taking a step back to say, well, wait, maybe they don't know. Maybe we can just help them out in that aspect too, and just kind of as a community all together, like not even just from a business aspect or just a personal aspect, like, no, I get you and I get you, sis, we working together, like it's not, you know, ever like that. So I think that was also something that we learned as a group, and is working in our favor now.
All Right is a song that I did with my girlfriend and baby mama. And she wrote all the lyrics. We wanted to do a musical project together, and I told her the rule was just have fun with it. And you know, I actually made this beat for my Voodoo Man project. I was stepping into different spaces, and she liked it, so I was like, cool, you can write to it. And she always wanted to write a song about being all right. Like, she made an all right playlist that helps her get through some tough times, and she wanted to contribute to that in her own voice. So this is our contribution to the all right playlist, toward, you know, to letting people know that you'll be okay, hang in there, and you know, it can get better. You know, so I think it's an important message, especially in this time when everything still seems so uncertain, and there's so many people who are struggling out there, and you know, it can seem bleak sometimes, but there is always the chance that it will get better.
Consistency, that's key. Worry about yourself, your body. Everybody body is different. Don't compare your body to the next woman. Don't worry about the number.
Ooh,
it's
that's
just a
good
number. Worry about you when you look in the mirror, you like what's looking back at you. And if not, you keep going until you do.
Once I made the GoFundMe, by Wednesday, I did on a Monday. By Wednesday, I had over like $700. My goal was like $500. And so the response was crazy. I was on the news by Thursday. Wow. And from there, I pretty much said, oh, I guess I have to do something about this now. So it kind of came on pretty rapid. And the only thing I know how to do is canvas. So I have a background in marketing and stuff like that. I don't have any problems knocking on doors. And my job is communicating with business owners. So I don't see them as businesses. I see them as a person trying to provide for their family.
Exactly.
So basically, I went through the neighborhood and basically went shop to shop, asking what relationship is already in place with waste management, and what are the different things that we can do to help out. And from that, I gained knowledge of the different services in my community that were purposed to help out with the management of the waste in Germantown. And really, that relationship was tarnished. And really, every part of the city has something such as a service district, and they pretty much help out with all of those things, to cleaning the streets, sidewalks, emptying out the trash cans. Every part of the city has it. And the one in Germantown, that relationship was so tarnished that the business owners ended the contracts with the organization. Therefore, all of these businesses were then left to fend for themselves.
And here you go.
You to email us at info@blackintouch.com, because that's the main source of Black in Touch. But we keep a list of everything, like I said. So I try to keep in touch with everybody myself on the back end, because like I said, since it's themed, the businesses don't always fall into that theme, but we don't want to say no. You know what I'm saying? We still want to work with you in the future. And like she said, we want to add services and all that to our website. And we ultimately want to add all these products, you know what I'm saying, doing the Black Amazon thing, where it's like you can come purchase these products from Black in Touch as well. So I never want to say no. So it's been hard though, because a lot of people have reached out.
And it's difficult to have contact, right? Like when we first saw each other, you know, normally we would have given each other a hug, but now we're like, oh, we don't know.
Right.
So people in general are missing that contact. They're missing that touch. And we were feeling like our name is Skin. So
What does that stand for?
Sounds keep your nature satisfied.
Ah.
Right. So with that in mind, we're trying to give people, something that they can feel, we can make contact with, because it's something that people are missing.
I love it.
And hopefully bring some people together and have them make some contact.
Actually come to me for fitness tips, and they actually buy my product. Like, I don't ask people to post about gaining motivation, or if they have the product on, tag me and stuff like that. I don't ask people to do that. When you do that, I love that. Yes. And when I was posting that, like the website was going to be live, people was actually reposting it. They don't know how how humble that made me feel. Like people are really rocking with me. So like the people that actually slide in my DM, be like, I need fitness tips. Like, can you send me stuff? I send people stuff all day. I would really load your DM up with fitness pages that I follow, like beginners, like weightlifting, just body weights or whatever the case may be. But it's just really humble to me that people actually come to me and want to get tips.
Yes.
They see how I'm moving. They see that I'm serious about this. This is a lifestyle. This is my lifestyle. Like, ain't no going back. It's just this.
Angel Marie and Kevin playing the illest records, bringing us back together. Philly is all season, storming through any weather, leaving the track bleeding. Way we pull it together, we applying my pressure. I am your new professor, teaching in some semester. Pay attention to lessons. I like a chili pepper fresh out of Louisiana. It's all the above, best believe we do it better. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it.